Yo, what's good, basketball heads? It's your boy Crush. So here we go again. Jamal Murray finally showed up again. After a 3-game hiatus, he finally showed up. The man showed up in Game 3, had a monster performance, won the game, kept the series alive. Then he went missing. He went back on vacation again. And now in Game 7, do or die elimination, Jamal Murray finally showed up again. And they're double teaming Joker, they're loading up on him. So the fact Jamal Murray's balling, KCP, he's playing, Porter Jr., he's doing his thing. Aaron Gordon, not so much, but if most of the players are playing, they show up, Denver's going to win. And that seemed to be the case. And that's what I'm saying. If Jamal Murray shows up most of the games, majority of the games, the series would have been easier. Let's be real. When Jamal Murray is playing like a star, it's going to be an easier series, man. But if he's on vacation, he's not playing well, he's nowhere to be found, now you have problems because the Timberwolves, they could load up on the Joker, double team, triple team him, get the ball out of his hand. And if the others, they're not making shots, their shots ain't falling, you're going to have a long night. It's about damn time. This man been missing for a minute. He had an amazing Game 3. Amazing. Masterful. Masterpiece. And then he said, you know what? I did my job, and he went on vacation. Imagine if Jamal Murray played like that the entire series, or majority of it. They wouldn't be in this situation. The Joker is out here doing his normal thing, creating havoc, destroying Rudy Gobert once again, too small. They're doubling him. He's drawing a lot of attention, and that is getting everybody else involved. Michael Porter Jr., he made a few threes. KCP. So when the Nuggets play Nuggets basketball, they are very hard to beat. And if you look at the entire series from Game 1 all the way to now, Game 7, whenever Ant-Man is not aggressive, he's not scoring, he's not putting pressure on Denver, they usually lose those games. So for them to win, Ant-Man has to be aggressive. He has to put pressure on the defense. They're also loading up on him. They're doubling him. Getting the ball out of his hand. And if the Timberwolves want to advance, they're going to need Ant-Man to be more aggressive. He's going to have to probably force some situations. Not saying he should force the game, but sometimes you got to fight through doubles. So far, Cat, he played a solid game. So he's having a pretty solid game. Not too bad. He's shooting pretty efficient. But they need Ant-Man to be that superstar. And Rudy Gobert, he got to toughen up, man. In the offseason, he's going to have to get some weight, put on some more muscles because, man, Nikola Jokic is just throwing him around, literally moving him out the way. Like, get out the way, you're too small. So he's going to have to get some weight, he's going to have to bulk up in the offseason, man, because he's too small. He's too frail, man. He got to put on some pounds. The Joker, he's aggressive, but they're double teaming him. The man have over 15 rebounds. So he's beasting. So after a long and hard-fought series, the defending champions, Denver Nuggets, finally fell to the Timberwolves. It was a great series, a great game, but you had a few issues, man. Timberwolves went on a 25-3 run in the 25-3 run. That's insane. Denver, they collapsed in the fourth, man. The pressure inflicted by the Timberwolves, they collapsed. A lot of pressure from Naz Reid, Rudy Gobert, Cat. The Timberwolves' size really showed up, as it did in Game 1 and 2. Their size really showed up, man. And the defensive pressure inflicted by the Timberwolves was insane. Because Denver went into halftime, they went into halftime up by 15 points or something like that. And I said the game is over. I'm not going to lie. I thought the game was over at halftime. I know you have a second half, but going off the history and how everything played out through the entire series, I thought it was over. At halftime, I'm like, okay, they're up 15. They're going to come out, put the nail in the coffin. Jamal Murray finally showed up. He had a monster first half. The man scored 7 points in almost 2 quarters. Late in the fourth quarter, Jamal Murray had 7 points. And that's the problem. He played great in the first half. But this inconsistency is why they lost. So the man was super aggressive in the first half. And in the second half, I don't know what happened. He wasn't aggressive. he wasn't fully engaged like he was in the first half. And they're double teaming Joker. They're playing him really good. So you need Jamal Murray to continue to be aggressive, continue to apply pressure. But he didn't do that. So he played one really brilliant half. I'm not blaming him, but I'm saying this is a part of why they lost the game or lost the series. Ant-Man played bad in the first half. That's another thing. Ant-Man didn't even play well in the first half. The third quarter, he finally found his stride. He made a few buckets. He started feeling good. But for majority of this game, Ant-Man didn't play so good. His teammates basically carried him. Cat played a good game. Naz Reid, Rudy Gobert had some good offensive plays. So Ant-Man teammates actually carried him basically throughout most of the game. Because they kept on loading up on him. They played him pretty well. Both teams had the same plan. We're going to double team the Joker, load up on him. We're going to double team Ant-Man, load up on him. So it was the same plan basically. Jamal Murray, he's the neutralizer. And he did his thing in the first half. He did. But the second half, I don't know what happened. He stopped being aggressive. I don't know what happened. Denver got destroyed on the offensive glass, man. And this have been an ongoing thing. Getting rebounds. The Timberwolves, they get so many second chances from offensive rebounds. This have been a problem in the entire series. And tonight was no exception. The Timberwolves, they got extra possessions of offensive rebounds. You got to get those rebounds, man. You got to get those rebounds. The Timberwolves, they're just a big team. They have Rudy Gobert, 7'2", Cat, 7 feet. Naz Reid, he's like 6'9", 6'10", or whatever he is. Hence why they get so many rebounds, because they're a really big team. On the negative side of things, Karl-Anthony Towns, man, he picks up the dumbest fouls. If Cat played smarter, made better decisions, didn't pick up all these dumb fouls, they would be in a better position to win most games. But the man is always making bonehead plays, fouls, always fouling. This man is always in foul trouble. He's always in foul trouble. So Cat continues to hurt the team with his stupid fouls, bonehead plays. I know it's game 7, but they played Nikola Jokic they ran Nikola Jokic into the ground, man. This man played an entire half. And he's a big man. It's not like he's a small guy. That's a lot of weight. So he's tired. He's exhausted. They ran the man into the ground, basically. Personally, I would have given him a breather. At least 2 to 3 minutes. The guy played the entire half. Of course he's gassed. And when you're tired, your shots aren't falling. Your legs are weak. I know it's desperation, but they played him too much. They should have given him a breather. Even 2 minutes. Some kind of recovery. I know it's hard, if we give him a breather, we might get blown off the court. And obviously, they don't have that much size compared to the Timberwolves. But they had DeAndre Jordan. Honestly, I would have put him in the game and give Nicholas a breather. But you got to give him some kind of breather, man. The guy was exhausted. Hats off to the Timberwolves, man. They got it done. I honestly thought Denver had it won. After the first half, I thought Denver would have came out and handled business in the second half. But that wasn't the case, apparently. The Timberwolves, they came out focused. They went on a run, a huge run. And that carried over to the other quarter. Both teams are really good teams. They both have size. But the Timberwolves are still a bigger team. So Denver is going to address that issue. They're going to need a second center or at least a power forward or somebody, another big body when they play the Timberwolves, man, because that's the issue. The Timberwolves have so much size, man. They could go with Cat, Gobert, Naz Reid. So they could take turns loading up on Joker, wearing him down, making him exhaust all his energy. And that's what they did. The man was exhausted. And he played an entire half. So it's just a great strategy by the Timberwolves. They got it done. Once again, Ant-Man didn't play so well this game. Anyone said Ant-Man was beasting is lying. He had a decent third quarter, but overall, Ant-Man didn't play so well. The team played well. This game was won by the team, not Ant-Man. His teammates, they got it done. Something Nikola teammates was unable to do. Jamal Murray, he played a great first half. And that's about it. The second half, the man went on vacation again. Almost late in the fourth quarter, Jamal Murray had 7 points. How do you go from 24 points in a half to 7 points? That means you wasn't aggressive. You wasn't trying to score. And I don't understand that. Keep on being aggressive. So this was a great series, man. Through and through, a great series. Clash of the Titans, man. This was a great series. Denver, unfortunately, they fell to the Timberwolves. So hats off to the Timberwolves, man. Ant-Man, Rudy Gobert, Cat, the whole squad, man. They got it done. I really thought Denver was going to get it done. After what happened in the first half, I'm like, okay. But once again, I'm basing that off the history through this series. But now the question becomes, can the Timberwolves make it to the NBA Finals? Now they're going to go up against Kyrie, Luka, the Mavericks. This is going to be another fun series. The Timberwolves have a lot of size, but I expect the Mavericks to play small ball, which is going to force them to get Rudy Gobert out the game possibly. We're going to see how this matchup works, man. But this year's playoff been really good so far. The Knicks also fell to the Pacers, So the teams I thought would win, they lost. The Knicks lost. Denver lost. I don't care who win as far as Denver and the Timberwolves, but, hats off to the Timberwolves, man. We're going to see what happened in the next series in the Western Conference Finals. But as always, I'll holla. As always, we just talking basketball. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share. Holla at your boy. It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the game. I'ma say it. It's all about the game.